Hello everyone, welcome, I'm PetayPanMoFo. In this video I'm going to do a quick showcase of what you get with this PC mod tool, which I will leave linked down in the description for you guys to get. I wouldn't usually promote something like this, but I've been asked about it a few times now, and the guy who made it has done me loads of favours in the past, so I'm more than happy to help him out with this. As you can see, it's a paid for mod tool, and there are two types of plans. A standard and a premium. The standard plan will give you lifetime account, modded props, vehicles, actors and weapons, the mission creator and modded weather, other basic stuff. Premium edition will give you the Rockstar dev creator, the ability to skip testing, special modded props category, easier mission creator settings, and everything from the standard version. So in the tool you have lots of different sections. I'll quickly go through them, give you a rough idea of what you're going to be getting. I'm not too sure exactly what the differences are between the standard and the premium, but keep in mind that this is the premium edition, so it will be showing everything in here. And also remember, some of the options will only be available in certain job types like races or captures. So in the basic section you can do things like mark the play zone yellow on the minimap, put beast mode on. You can make it so you can't leave the vehicle and make it so you explode when you go out of the area. You have respawn vehicle options. You can set the respawn vehicle health, the primary and secondary colours, and put bulletproof tyres on it. A lot of these options Rockstar should make available anyway. You can set player lives and the target score here and select gear and outfits for the players. There are a load of other mission options here, and most will bring up information when you hover over them. There are things here like black out the city, which turns off all the lights, like in the slasher adversary mode. You can set it to spawn you in the respawn vehicle, or have it so people use their custom vehicles. And at the end you can turn on deadline mode and have the deadline trail. Finally, in this section you can set a custom time, deathmatch vehicle and weapon respawn times. Player settings. On the left you have basic settings like the team, player number, then whichever you have selected it shows the location etc. that you can change manually, or hit the white arrow on the side to select the pointer location. I will show you what I mean with this when I get to the props. And the vehicle bit, if you have vehicles placed in this, will select which one of the vehicles the player spawns in. At the bottom you can add night vision and diving suits. Next are the beast mode settings. If you have that turned on, you can check the boxes to make the abilities available. Then you can change the amount of health, running speed, etc. Rectangle player area I'm unsure about, but I think you just manually set it. And then remember, when you want to enable any changes, to hit apply at the bottom, and sometimes you will need to test the job. So the prop section, again from left to right, you have a drop down menu here to select the prop number of the prop you want to edit. Under that there's an option to delete the selected prop, and then under that there's another little selection to go into. In here you can force the America colour. Checking this box will make the stunt props change to the America colour. In here you can also change prop categories to one of the special ones. The modded prop checkbox replaces the barrier section with special modded props category. In here you get some of the popular modded props like the UFOs, the wooden block and turbines etc. There's also a drop down menu to replace the barriers, cabins or machinery with one of these special categories. All you do is select the ones you want, hit apply, and then in game the props are replaced with modded props. Always be sure to save the job before doing anything like this. So back in the main bit of the prop section you have a lot of prop categories. Select one of these and then you want to select the prop you want from the model section. Hit apply, then go back into the game. You will need to test the job for the changes to be made. You have the location and rotation of the prop under this. Here you can manually change where the prop is or its rotation. You can also use the white arrow to place it where you have your cursor. So you can see where the prop is now, and you can see where the cursor is pointed. When you hit the white arrow in the mod tool it will be placed here once you test the job. As you can see now it's over here rather than where it was. You have other options here to change prop colour, speed, fireworks settings, etc. You can also set the render distance of props, so the higher you put this, the further away they will be able to see it. And at the bottom you can make the prop invisible and make it no collision, which will make it so you can go through it. On the right there are options to edit all the props at once. You can edit the prop colour, boost the speed, render distance, and prop settings, no idea what those do. If you hit apply to the winner screen bit, it will place some props in the winner screen at the end of the job. Check out the winner screen video link down in the description to see what they look like. The dynamic prop section has a drop down menu for the prop number. You can then manually set the prop model, location, rotation and change the colour. The mission creator, not something I'm going to get into, but as you can see there are many options here, including opening interiors and things like that. I don't think you can publish missions though. So the vehicle section, in here you can change the place vehicle settings by selecting them in the drop down menu. You have lots of different vehicles in the model menu. Under that you can change the locations, then the colours, liveries, window tints and all that. Next there are other mixed settings like locking doors, bulletproof tyres and God mode. To the right of that you can remove windows, freeze the vehicle in its position and add white neon lights. Above that you have options to lock doors or have them spawn with doors open. The priority rule, I don't know what they do. You can set the icon and its size and check the box to have the arrow above the vehicle. In the race section are some settings for races. Here you have 3 sections: general settings, which has the race types, plimp text and vehicles. You can also manually place cars in the starting grid or use the white arrow for the cursor location. In checkpoints you can change the location and spawn points and set different types of checkpoints. You can change the collection size here too, so you can change how far from the checkpoint it registers, so no missing checkpoints. And then in the arena bit you have different settings for the arena. Weapons. In here you can change the weapons and their location along with some other options like hiding the weapon so it's invisible on the map. In the actors section you have loads of different settings for the actors. You have all the normal settings, you can change what actors they are, what weapons they're using and all that. You could do things like having them die in water and only shooting the rockets at vehicles. The zone section I'm not too sure about. There's some option here for zones, but I'm not sure what this does. And then the final one is the capture options. In here you can change the capture object and location, change the capture text and all that lot. Then down the left hand side are some of the basic things you can edit, like description, weather and all that. At the top, if you have the premium version, you can check this box to enable developer mode. This will give you the dev creator and some of the dev options. You get different options in different modes. A lot of them are blanked out, so you have to guess what they are. But the main thing it will give you is more modded props and easier access to them. So using this you can easily access the arena props and a couple of other modded prop categories. Anyway, that'll do it for the showcase. Remember the link's in the description if you want this for yourself. I'll leave the Discord down there as well if you want to ask him any questions. Remember to like and subscribe if you're new here. I'm PetayPanMoFo, thanks for watching.
Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you never be lonely. Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you never be lonely. Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you never be